Aloha Plexus, Emerald Ambassador Amy Paul here on the beautiful island of Kauai. We have 6 homeschooling mamas on the call today with 38 kids between us. This is so exciting. I'm so thankful you took your time out of your day. I know you're busy, and just give us a little bit of your time and really hear our stories and our passion behind this business, because it has transformed our lives in big, massive ways. So I'm going to read the disclaimer first so we can just be compliant. So, the opportunity of a lifetime is brought to you by independent Plexus ambassadors and is not sponsored by Plexus Worldwide. At Plexus Worldwide, we want you to know that the results you're about to hear may vary from person to person, and we do not claim to cure, treat, or prevent any diseases. So, I'm a homeschool mom of 7. That's a lot of kids. Everywhere we go, people say, oh my goodness, are they all yours? Yes, they are all mine. I'm prior military, Air Force intelligence. I have my master's degree, and I had no desire to work a business at all. 0. But my super crunchy midwives, doctor approved, all of these people said, you've got to try Plexus. So with baby number 7, I tried Plexus, and it changed my life. I was the mom that crawled to the coffee pot every morning. I had no energy. I begged for a nap. I revolved my life around napping every day. And now I don't do that anymore. Now I have tons of energy. I'm a new mom. I'm a new wife. My husband makes fun of me because I was on antidepressants for 8 years. And I was just not a very happy person. And so after Plexus, now I'm happy all the time with tons of energy. I have no more irritable bowel syndrome flare-ups. My sinus infections don't bother me anymore. So my life was basically transformed. I recently retired my husband after, I don't know, he's been working consistently for 10 years. And I retired him, and we bought a 45-foot bus, and we're road tripping. That's amazing. That's freedom right there. And it's something that I never thought would be possible without this. And I'm telling you, I started this with no time. I was focused on homeschooling my kids. I felt that's what God had called me to do. And I did not think I had time for a business. But it organically happened because my life was transformed, so I told others. And while I was telling others, a business grew. And now my team has 1,600 people on it, and a lot of stay-at-home moms, and they're able to just provide huge financial freedom for their family. I have next Alison. I love her. She is also a homeschooling mom of 5 children. She's an ex-maternity RN, so she knows what she's talking about, and she is so passionate about this that she runs a breastfeeding support group. So Alison, are you there?
I'm here. Thanks for the introduction, and Amy, congratulations on your husband's promotion this month. You guys are just doing so awesome. So, well, my story is a little bit different. I watched some friends for a year, very skeptical, but after the birth of my 5th baby, I did not want to have to go back to work. And I had seen so many friends have success with the products and with the business side that I decided, you know what, if my friends can do it, it wasn't just 1, it was like 5. So I'm thinking this can't just be a fluke. So I'm going to ask my pediatrician, and if all things are a go, I want to jump right in. My friend Celeste had amazing success, and so 3 weeks after my 5th child was born, I took the ingredients to my pediatrician and did get approval and began the products. Within 3 months, I was 20 pounds below pre-pregnancy, and by 5 months, I was 30 pounds below pre-pregnancy. And that weight, I had struggled. I'd never been able to get it off with the prior kids. So this was like baby weight from several babies back. I just had restored confidence. I felt good about myself again. I felt really healthy. My husband got on the products too, and he's down a significant amount of weight. His lipids and blood pressure are looking awesome, and we just feel together as a couple, we have so much more energy and vitality, and we enjoy our kids a lot more. I will say that one of the biggest blessings for me is that I was able to, during my maternity leave, be able to earn enough to stay home so I'm not having to work outside the home. With 5 kids, homeschooling, it's so important to be able to give them that extra quality time and make ends meet. So I'm still able to contribute to our family, but have more time with the kids. I'm trying to think if there's, the breastfeeding page. I'm so passionate, and I'll tell you, this is something that's so helpful to lots of moms, not just homeschool moms, but there's so many moms who, after they have a baby, they just feel run down in the energy, and you know, even 5 years after having a baby, they still are that stubborn baby weight and energy, and it's a huge blessing in my life, and I'm very thankful for this opportunity. I know without my husband's support, I'm not sure that I could have managed, so I do want to give a shout out. A lot of you are probably like, how did these moms with all these kids find time to do that? And it's through the support. Obviously, we sacrificed some. I gave up my TV time so that I can share and connect with other moms, and I've worked really hard, but it's been a huge blessing in my life, and I know that if I can do it, then anybody can. So I want to next introduce Shara. She is she's an amazing photographer. She's been a realtor. She's got 3 kids, and she's full of life. She's a cancer warrior, and she just has an amazing story to share. So I'm going to pass it along to her.
Hey guys, thank y'all so much. Thank you for. I love hearing your story, Allison. So to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a homeschool mom of 2. I have 2 little girls that are 6 and 8, and my son, which is about to be 3 next week. He is my miracle baby. To give you a little bit of short story, 4 years ago, I was diagnosed at the age of 30. What a crazy experience, to say the least. As you can tell, I'm a little nervous. First time I've actually shared my story with everybody. But anyways, I've been with Plexus for 2 years now, and it has been an amazing blessing physically for me, and financially it has really helped us, because during that time when I was first diagnosed, I was a photographer full-time because I was so sick. A week after I had my son, during this time, I had very active leukemia in my body, and a week, I'm going to try and hold it together for you guys because this is such a near and dear story to me. A week after I had my son, I started a chemo pill, which they say I have to take every day for the rest of my life to keep me alive, and I was a mess. I was exhausted. Just imagine having a newborn baby that wakes up 4 or 5 times a night, having to homeschool your children, and I'm a health fanatic already, so I'm very, very picky with my ingredients, and especially what goes into my body. And I saw a friend of mine keep posting on Facebook about Plexus, and I just dismissed it, and she would see all my status updates, and she actually contacted me through email, and she said, Sherry, you just got to try Plexus, please. And for 4 months, I just brushed her off, and I just wanted no part of it. But being so tired and just not really having a good physical life going through all this, I mean, there were times where I didn't know if I was coming or going. I would have to pull over on the side of the road with my kids in tow just because I forgot where I was going. That's how bad it was for me during those times, and my poor family suffered for it, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So I got the products approved by my oncologist that I could take it, and I, of course, researched every single ingredient in Plexus, and I said, you know what, I will try this, but I will not share this because I am not doing another direct marketing sales company. I had already done 6 others and failed at every one. And so she said, that's fine, just try it. So I tried it for about a week, 2 weeks, and I remember floating around in my pool one day watching my kids play and just thinking, wow, I feel like a new person. I feel like a new human being again. I feel like me. I feel like Shara. And I knew that something was different about these products. And so I just shared it. I don't sell Plexus. I share Plexus. And I started sharing with my friends because I wanted them to feel the way that I felt. And I knew that they were helping with my side effects from the chemo that I was taking. I know that Plexus might not be a cure, but I know that it helps us with our gut health, and that is huge. And I'm forever grateful for that, and I will always share Plexus because of how much it has changed my physical life, along with my financial freedom. I'm just so blessed that I can homeschool my children and actually remember what I am doing. I can play with my son and have energy. It's so important to be healthy, and I know a lot of people take their health for granted. God gave me this temple, and I have to take care of it, and it's something that I just try and take care of every single day so I can live a longer life for my kids and my husband. And I'm just so blessed by Plexus and financially, my financial freedom to be able to be home with my kids and not worry about that, and to be able to just be healthy and to be here in the now. It's so important. I knew he wasn't done with me yet. I knew God was not done with me yet. And I feel that if you're on this call and you're listening, he's not done with you either. And this is just coming from my heart, and I've had a really rough go, and this has just been a blessing. I mean, all these women that are on here talking to you guys right now, none of them are on my team. They have all just got together with all of us doing homeschool because we all have this in common, and to work full-time and to homeschool our children. If we can do it, anybody can do it for sure, because we are so busy. We're so busy, but to me, sharing a passion, you never work a day in your life. And that's what I've got to say about how awesome Plexus is. And I am going to introduce you guys to a beautiful blonde. Her name is Bridget, and she is an Emerald ambassador. She has 7 children, and she looks like a rock star. She's a swimmer. She swam 100 miles while she was pregnant. Before delivery, I can't even walk around the corner without running out of breath, and I know that Plexus helped her during these times as well. So go ahead and take it, Bridget.
Hey everyone. I don't know if I'm showing yet, but thank you so much. I am blessed to be on the call. I hope I have to stay and inspire some of you and help some of you in this area. I know that us as homeschool moms, we all have a passion to raise our kids the best that we can in this short season of time that we have. And so with that said, I was lacking energy and just trying to just get by, not making the most of this time that I had with my children. And so I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was blessed. My husband works hard, but I just didn't have the energy. I had 6 kids at the time, and we had a funny farm, literally goats, pigs, dogs, chickens, horses. And my plate was full, and just to get to the daily chores and to get through the homeschool day was taking its toll. I would say start saying no to homeschool trips or field trips. And so I reached out to my friend Rhonda, who is a retired RN. She had a lot of credibility with me, and I trusted her. And so when I started seeing a change in her, which she'll be up next to talk, and I thought, you know what, I need to try this. I just wanted energy to lose a little bit of weight. And I soon did. I got energy. I lost the weight I wanted to lose, and I became pregnant again with number 7. And I surely thought, okay, here we go again. This is going to be like the other 6 pregnancies. I'm going to be flat on the couch with back pain, no energy, nausea, mom's gone for another year, you know. And so I thought, oh no, Lord, please help me be the best mom I can be. You know, I've got a 16-year-old all the way down, and a lot of different, you know, homeschooling a high schooler, homeschooling a toddler, and I just needed to be the best I could be. So with that said, I started swimming at 13 weeks pregnant, being approved, the triplex approved by my OBGYN and my midwife, and they saw nothing but good stuff for me and the baby. And so I started swimming because I felt so great. And I swam 100 miles before he was born, felt great, had my 4th C-section, and was up 6 hours later, up, ready to go. I felt amazing. People had to tell me to slow down. And I honestly, he's 6 months old. I'm breastfeeding him, and he's thriving. We're both healthy. I feel better than I felt in my 20s. Plexus is just a body balancer. From the inside out, I feel amazing in all areas. I have no more back pain, you know, no more head pain, no more pain anywhere. So I just feel amazing, and I'm so thankful. Not only that, I didn't even share half of the story. I know we only have a quick 5 minutes, but I want to share what I didn't expect. I just ordered retail, which I know, embarrassing. For a long time, 9 months, I told my friend Rhonda I did not want to, you know, I'll just order my products. Thank you very much. I don't want anything to do with business. But my husband, on the other hand, was working long hours so that I could stay home. But he was also addicted to energy drinks, which I just prayed long and hard, Lord, we need to get him off of these. So to afford, I said, well, I'm going to sign up as an ambassador. April 1st of 2015 was the first time that I decided to share these products openly. And with that, people noticed a difference in me, and so they wanted to jump on board. And my team in 11 months has grown to over 1,000 people because I simply share these products and they work. This business is amazing. These products are amazing. My husband is off energy drinks, and we just bought an RV as well. And I have part-time retired him, looking to full-time retire him in June. And we are going to take the ultimate field trips. I can say yes to field trips now. We can go across the country. If we're learning about a battlefield, let's go to that battlefield. If we're learning about, you know, Lincoln, let's go to see where Lincoln was born. And so that is why I Plexus. It's made me be the best mom I can be in this short time. So I hope that helps you and encourages some of you. And I want to introduce the lady who started this all for me, one of my very best friends, Rhonda Shaw. She's a homeschool mom of 5, retired RN, and she is just the most caring person. And I know that if she was in this business, then it had to be something good. So here's Rhonda Shaw. I'm sorry, I have to tell you, she is a Sapphire ambassador with Plexus Worldwide.
Thank you, Bridget. I love you so much. You are such a blessing in my life. I'm so grateful for your friendship. I'm so incredibly proud of you for making the leaderboard again this week in 2 categories, not just 1. You are certainly changing thousands of lives with your testimony that you have to share with other people. You're such a kind, generous, and giving person, and I'm just so blessed by your friendship. So thank you for that introduction. I started Plexus. I'll celebrate 2 years in March, and I bought the products hoping it would help my husband with some health issues that he had going on, and heard that this little pink drink could help with help regulate blood sugars. So that was very interesting to me. So I bought the product, signed up for a discount, and bought enough for me and my husband so I could encourage him to take it as well, and we took it together. And lo and behold, in just a few weeks, I was noticing significant changes in my health. I had more energy. I just had a better sense of well-being. I felt like I had my life back. I like to describe to people that before Plexus, life was in black and white for me. I'm a homeschooling mom of 5. I also have a type 1 diabetic child who at the time of Plexus came into my life. He was just a little over a year old. And so it was pretty exhausting getting up with him each night and checking blood sugars, and then trying to homeschool the other kids and dealing with some chronic health issues that I've had since my early 20s. I just kind of felt like I walked through the motions. I don't know if any of you can relate to that feeling where you just kind of get up every day, and I don't know how else to describe it except that the world feels black and white. I just went through the motions of my day. I knew these kids needed love and care and protection, but I felt like they were getting the minimum of everything. They were getting all the love I had in my heart, but my body couldn't keep up with the demands of all my children and all of their needs. And so there was a lot of times that mom just had to do school from bed. There was a lot of times, well, there was a large majority of our life that we hired help to come into our home and help me because I was so sick and couldn't get out of bed. So it was just it was just very discouraging, kind of all my dreams of having these kids and being able to be that mom who can do all the fun stuff and take everybody everywhere and take them on all these field trips. And I'm a type A personality, so I have some perfectionist stuff in me. And so that was even more challenging to me, because I was always just so self-defeated. And when the products came into my life, it's like the world went back to color. And I felt like I was a mom again for my kids. I felt like they were getting the true, authentic me that I knew I could be, but she was buried under a lot of physical illness. And so it was very hard not to keep all that a secret with all my friends. They all wanted me to spill it and tell them what I was doing. And Plexus gives us this awesome free website. So very quickly they were ordering and joining, and a business was born that I never expected. And like some of these other women have shared, it has been incredible freedom for our family. We also have an RV, which seems to be kind of a trend on here tonight, but we recently made that purchase, and we have been traveling the United States and showing our kids real-life field trips and sharing Plexus with people, and the incredible time freedom that my husband and I now enjoy because of doing this business has really been the biggest blessing for us. Today, Dad homeschooled the kids while I got some work done. And, I just never dreamed about that day when Dad would be participating and teaching the math and the reading and the writing and everything. And my kids absolutely love it. So I feel like if you've ever thought about Plexus and you thought, I'm just not a sales girl, I don't think I could ever do a business like that, I hope you're catching from listening to all of us that we are certainly not sales girls. We're just wives and moms with a passion for Plexus, and enthusiasm is contagious. And I think that that's one common theme you can find between all of us, is that we're very enthusiastic about what these products have done for us and what we've seen them do for others. And certainly what the business can provide if you're willing to work hard and be willing to share with others. It's just really that simple. So I hope that through this Google Hangout tonight that we've kind of painted that picture for you. We kind of given you an idea of how it can be incorporated maybe into your life. And maybe you don't homeschool. Maybe you're a mom who works full time and you think, gosh, I sure would love to be a stay-at-home mom. We could do an entire, even larger call, I'm sure, with all of those mamas who have worked themselves out of a full-time job to stay at home now with their babies because of Plexus. So we would love for you to join us as well. But I can't wait to introduce our next guest to you. This is Brenda Martin. She is a diamond with Plexus. She's been with the company a little over 2.5 years. Not only is she a diamond, but her husband as well has reached the top ranking of our company as a diamond ambassador. They homeschool 11 children. They also run another business in addition to Plexus that I've seen their big, strong, strapping boys work on. They have lots of incredible hobbies, live where it's very cold, and are doing the biggest redo you've ever seen. If you are a Fixer Upper fan, watch out. Here comes Brenda and her husband. They are taking you on a journey through their Facebook page of this gorgeous barn that they are turning into their dream home. And I can't wait to get a plane ticket when it's all finished and come stay up there with Brenda and hang out. So Brenda, thank you so much for doing this call with us tonight, and I'm going to let you take it over.
Wow, Rhonda, thank you so much. And I'm holding you to that plane ticket for sure, okay?
I'm coming.
All right, we can't wait. You've just given an overall picture of why I'm feeling so blessed tonight. I too was in love with the products before I realized what the business could be. And so initially my main passion was just to get these products into the hands of as many tired mamas as I could, because that's what it had done for me. Rhonda mentioned that I have 11 children. They are ages 22 to 4. And they're all still at home because our older boys run our other business. It's a lumber-related business. And so my days were full. My life was full. But, you know, looking back, I realized I wasn't just tired, because I get this comment. I say, oh, is this an exhausted mom on the couch every day? And then people say, oh, well, I would be too with 11 children. If I gave birth to these children naturally, and they think that's what made me so exhausted. Well, it probably played somewhat of a part, but I didn't really hit that low point until our finances got really difficult. We had a business of custom kitchen cabinets. My husband did high-end jobs. And so when our economy tanked, that was not something people were buying. And we took a really hard hit. It was all we could do to keep from losing our farm, keeping the lights on, keeping things going. And so we did accumulate a lot of business debt because of that. And so to me, our future looked bleak. I was tired. Our finances were poor. We had 8 sons we were raising, and they're all entrepreneurs. They're not going to go out and just work for somebody. They're probably going to want to start their own businesses someday. And we wanted to be able to help them rather than hand over how many years of debt yet after we're gone, because that's just how it looked and felt. And so I just was crying to God to bring answers our way for my health and for our finances. So when when our friends shared Plexus with us, the first thing I said after we really were exposed to what the products and the company is, I told my husband, first of all, we have gold in our hands with these products. I was feeling so much better by that time. I had to tell all my friends. And then I said, this company is different. They are doing things in a more fair way than had been done, than we had seen in network marketing before. And my husband and I looked at each other and were like, this is our answer to prayer. And my husband said, go for it. If anybody can do it, you can. He's always been my biggest cheerleader, by the way. And so that's what we did. It was easy to do because I knew everyone needed these products. And I knew God brought this to us. And so there was no stopping us. And it's just been above and beyond what we prayed for, because that's just how God is. And, so much of our life we think of in terms of before and after Plexus, because it's been that life-changing for us. We've been able to pay off all business debt in like 2 years' time, something that would have probably taken 15 to 20 years. So that's just mind-boggling to us. It's just been so gracious of the Lord to bring that to us. But I still look at this as a ministry, a wonderful ministry to many, many people that we've been able to help. But we also, in turn, can earn money to give, to set our family financially free, and instead of money going to Walmart CEOs or something. It's just awesome that it works out this way, that we are the ones that get paid for sharing. So super excited. By the way, we have an RV too. That's another fun thing we get to do, is take trips with the family now and then. We really have felt the freedom that comes with Plexus and want to continue sharing that with people. So I'm just super honored to have been on here and share just a tiny part of my story, because the picture is so big. It's just been incredible. And I'm going to turn the time back to Amy now to close off this wonderful little session.
Yes, thank you so much, Brenda. All of y'all's stories just blow my mind, because all of us started there, just like what Rhonda was saying. There's such a common thread that we all have portrayed throughout this call that I wish y'all could just grasp. All of us started this business not even as a business. We just loved the products and told people about it. That's how easy this is. And all of us organically grew because we loved it, and it works. So the financial freedom for all of us is mind-blowing. It's life-changing, and Proverbs 31 women, I really believe that is what we're all aspiring to be, and we're helping our husbands, and we're helping our families, and we're teaching our children from home the way that we feel we're supposed to, and we're doing it right. And Plexus is a tool that God's given us, And God's given this to everyone. This is a tool, not that we can earn more, but to give more. So if y'all have any questions, look for us over on the board. We're going to be, all of us are going to be on there. We can answer any of your questions, and we're so thankful y'all tuned in. Good night, guys. Mahalo for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.